Okay, sorry everybody, I messed up here. I don't know how to go back. I seriously thought I was streaming and wasn't. Don't you just love technology? So, missed a little bit of what Raban was saying here, even though I didn't mean for that to happen. Essentially, he was just asking us to be an envoy and telling us to deliver letters to his fellow Eorzean Alliance members. So, let's continue from there. And again, of course, we have to see Momodi. You know, sorry everybody, I swear I'll figure this out and not have problems someday soon. Yep, someday I swear I'll find my mind. Now I just need people to load. Hello? Momodi— oh, derp. I was waiting at the wrong counter. Ah, back from your meeting with Raban, are you? What did the big man have to say? A lot of things that chat doesn't know about because I had no clue that the stream had not started. Why? Is that a fact? Uh-huh. Yeah, there was scuff. Personal envoy, the Flame General himself? So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will ya? And by airship! Bugger me! That's an honor and a half, that is. But I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, Kissa. I truly am. Now, I dare say Raban told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves, having never once seen Eorzea from above. Poor buggers shuffle off to meet Thal, having never known the blues of Limsa shimmering seas, or the myriad greens of leafy Gridania. But not you, Kissa. You'll see those sights and more, and everywhere you go, you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. The people you meet, the places you go, savor these experiences. For they are priceless, all. Saying that, it'd be remiss of me if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place beset by troubles, as you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of woman you are, Kissa. And what kind's that, you ask? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking her nose in other people's business, of course. And don't you ever go changing. Don't plan on it. Safe travels, Kissa. I'll see you when you get back. It's all good? Good. Okay, go to the airship landing. This door? Not this door. Oh well, I know how to get out of here regardless. Now to the airship landing. Hello, ticket person. Greetings, madam. This is the reservation counter for passengers traveling to Limsa. If I'm not mistaken, you are the Flame General's envoy, Kissa Kanivelho, yes? Highwind Skyways is at your service. Will you be flying with us today? Yep. There it is, the airship. Mm-hmm. Attention all passengers! The airship bound for Limsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Exciting, reliving my first airship voyage. Oh, everybody's seeing me off. Danford looks so disinterested, doesn't he? When first we met beneath the Sultan tree, I sensed there was something unusual about her. Wonder if they will feel the same. Godspeed, Kissa, Godspeed! If I'm right, they'll be singing your praises from here to the far reach before long. May you always walk in the light of the crystal. Uh-huh. Brabant. Yeah, definitely. Resting stoic face. Castrum oxidans. This is not us, by the way. We're seeing the Garleans.
Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great meat guard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flesh was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
Well, okay then. Final Fantasy Darth Vader.
Eorzea. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved.
Yeah, I'm all for this plan of saving it.
Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
I've witnessed what your ruling looks like, and I don't think so.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cottonau. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Oh yes, her first time of meeting Nero.
Aha, my lord.
Sort of. We're just seeing him in a cutscene, I guess, here.
Alamigo, my lord!
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Extreme, but that's a Garlean for ya.
Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
Note to self.
At once, my lord.
They do not take well to spies. Duly noted.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Yeah, and this time I know who he's talking about. But finally, we get to Limsa Laminsa. Okay. Audio-wise, is that better? I might have had it going in 2 channels and had the sound be doubled there. I wasn't sure. As soon as the PS4 does its job and loads me in, things will be great. Okay, here I am. Hopefully the sound is still audible, but I just unechoed it. True, good point. Rivals attendant. Yeah, music definitely going. Yeah, good to know. Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Limsa Laminsa, ma'am. Admiral Blofuswin awaits your arrival. Yep. You're the Ul'dah envoy? Welcome to Limsa Laminsa. Admiral's been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed the crow's lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthiel. He'll be pleased to show you in to the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Okay. Going to Bulwark Hall. Like I was asked to do. There should be more cutscenes that are voiced coming up, so we can see if when people are voiced, it's doubled still. Xanthiel, I was told to speak with you. Greetings, ma'am, and welcome to our fair city. You permit me to examine the seal and the missive you carry? Sure. Letter addressed to Laminsan Admiral Merlwib Lofuswin. Seriously, the only reason I know how to pronounce her name is because I've heard it in voiced cutscenes. Otherwise, I'd really struggle, especially with her last name. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We can't afford to be complacent, you understand. Please, step this way.
Enter.
Yep, this is voiced.
So the silver-tongued merchant sent an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Uldans place great faith in you.
Yeah, they do.
This way.
All fixed good. That's what I was hoping.
I bid you welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be welcomed here.
I am Melvib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from Thanalan?
And now it's not voiced anymore. Memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? Yeah. Yeah. If there are audio issues, definitely blame it on the Garleans. "5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. was an answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans, the Meteor Project. Legatus Nail Van Darnus, hell's take him, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalaman from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartano Flats and there met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I've seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalman came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. It was as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. But were they sussy, though? That's the question. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louissois still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nations struggle to recover from the devastation, the Beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the Beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all. We need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea. This memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Rabban has the right of it. I accept his proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. We'll see to it that the Flame General receives my reply. You travel next to Gridania, yes? Mm-hmm. Pray give my regards to the Elder Seedseer. Oh, and tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Kissa. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. And back to the airship landing. So we obviously don't really have to be here that much, do we? Just to deliver a fancy letter and be on our way. I'm not sure if this rates above or beneath a snack delivery in terms of importance. Yeah, it's above, isn't it? Because it's delivering letters, yes, but to important people. Even though letter delivery doesn't seem that much different than snack delivery. Greetings, ma'am. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. Pleasure to serve you again, ma'am. Are you ready to board the airship to Gridania? Mm-hmm. we go. To the last of the 3 major cities. The calm, peaceful forests of Gridania. Oh, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Gridania, ma'am. The Elder Seedseer awaits your arrival. Yep. Greetings, good ma'am. You're the Ul'dah envoy, are you not? You received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nofika's altar. She will admit you to the Lotus Stand where the Elder Seedseer awaits. Okay, I can do that. Whoops. This is a balcony. I don't need to be out here. And this is the inn in Gridania. Over here to the Aetheryte so we can teleport over to where we need to be. Conjurer's Guild. Silent Conjurer. You're the Ul'dah envoy? Beg your pardons, ma'am. Am I inspect the missive you bear? Hate to break it to you, but I think you're misnamed, because you're named Silent Conjurer, but you're talking. No, you don't care, you just want to see the letter. Oh, okay. Letter addressed to Gridanian Elder Seedseer, Kanivelho. Verily, this is the seal of the Supreme Commander of the Immortal Flames. Please come with me.
So you are the Ul'dah envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
Yes, that I do. A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartano. Pray tell me, adventurer, what do you know of our conflict with the Empire? It would seem my counterparts recount the tale in some detail. That as well. A message from the Admiral? A wolf has been sniffing around her stables, you say? I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I'll tell you more of the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations in Ilsabard, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of magitech, some 50 years past, helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory. When all of Ilsabard lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. Yet Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of magitech alone. Success owed much to the consummate leadership of its first and reigning emperor, Solus Zos Galvus, the man who built an empire in his own lifetime. Yet he has lived long, and after more than 80 winters, it is said that he grows frail, never more prone to illness. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the Empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much-needed time to rebuild. Yet we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent, for Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this great host is Legatus Gaius van Baelsar, a man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easy. The calamity wreaked such devastation upon the realm, it has been all we could do to nurse our wounds, never mind rebuild our defenses. Simply put, we have not the strength to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals. Its very existence is a bane upon the land. Yeah, I've heard that one before. A couple times now, I believe. Each nation is beset with its own primal problem. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. If we are to weather it, we must needs stand united once more. Remembrance service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the peoples of Eorzea together when last the Empire threatened our liberty. The Flame General was wise to make his proposal, and I wholeheartedly approve of it. Necessary provisions shall be made for his service here in Britannia. The work here is done, my friend. I shall send my reply to the Flame General forthwith. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. Call of the Sea. The Serpent Officer's information that may be of interest to you. I pray your meeting with Elder Seedseer went well, my Lady Envoy. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you not also deliver a message to Admiral Merlwyn Blofuswyn of Limsa? While you were there, did you happen to meet Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench? Gregarious gentleman, always happy to help his fellow man. Well, I am told he has a task for a capable adventurer. I know not what the task entails, but I dare say the Flame General's personal envoy would make a fine candidate. If you're interested in learning more, pray speak with Baderon at his establishment. It's back to the seaport town of Ul'dah. I mean, they probably want me to take the airship, but I'm going to teleport to the lower decks. To the aft castle and the upper decks. And then we will speak with Baderon. As soon as we load in. Here it is. The inn in Ul'dah. Hello, Baderon. What do you want us to do today? Welcome to Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in it. I'm Baderon, alright. Who's asking? Ah, heard I got a job for a capable adventurer, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in on the details. Yeah, I'm fine. I can do it. Whatever it is. And that means we've finished part 1 of the new Game Plus, which means we're into part 2. Commence. It's probably pirates. Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, has need of a capable adventurer. Thank you for taking the time to help me out. Yeah, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sestasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Valeport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Doesn't sound like much, I know. It weren't so long ago as the Fishbacks, pet pirates, paid us an unwelcome visit, and folk are feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Baderon, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, well. If it ain't the Chief Yellowjacket himself, to what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Probably should read that. Or just thirsty. I think I accidentally read Raynor's line as if it were still Baderon. Whoops. That happens sometimes, when I don't catch the name change. Neither, in fact. I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation. I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, Sastasha's Seagrot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of corals had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagin testing her defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to limited forces at my disposal, our line is stretched as it is. Thus I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Sastasha is located in western Lenosha. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks in the lower decks. You're the man. Good luck to you, lass. So, back down to the lower decks. This place is kind of a maze. And no, by the way, it won't just let me jump down to the lower decks from here. I have tried that as a form of a shortcut, but nope. That's right, I go this way. I easily get lost here in Limsa. It's kind of a maze. I know some people may think that about Ul'dah, but I'm still kind of glad I started in Ul'dah, despite its obvious corruption, because, I don't know, somehow easier for me to navigate than Limsa. Hear about Commodore Raynor's investigation? Then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Aleport. Once you arrive in western Lenosha, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. Adventures Guild runs the hall. The folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Seagrot. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Aleport. Head inside, one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. This ferry is bound for Aleport. Are you riding with us? Yeah, sure. I may not need it because, obviously, because I'm level 80 in this current class, but the Hall of the Novice is a very good thing when you're actually around the level it expects you to be at this part of the story quest. Hall of the Novice is just over here. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I hear you are the brave adepts of the Sastasha Seagrot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. You shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him, and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Sestosha Sea Grot. He will furnish you with the details of your duty. Normally, if I hadn't already done this before, I would be talking to the smith and doing special instance exercises that are supposed to teach you how to deal with certain elements of combat in the game. It's actually very helpful, and from what I remember, if you complete them all, you should be able to get, I think, something called a new adventurer ring? And that's good because I think up to level 30 for a class, if you're wearing that ring, that gives you more experience points. Yeah, it's an experience point bonus. But despite what he said there, and me doing this new game plus, I don't think I have to worry about that. And just go ahead and talk to the Yellow Jacket over here. Excuse me, sorry, I guess I'm a bit close here. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty, not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Sestosha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback-fancying serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. Kidnappings are so fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue face tattoos. Oh yes, now they have made it so you can actually do certain duties or dungeons with NPCs and not have to wait for actual other players to do them with you. This was not an option at first when I was playing through this for the first time. Okay. Yes, I understand completely. So, here we are, the first dungeon they make you do in the game. Okay, I've not tried duty support before. No, that's too far out there. That is too. I don't know, I can see how this goes, because I've not tried this system before, even though I'd be going in as a thaumaturge slash black mage. I'm not sure if I like those odds going in with the two usually most important jobs being computer controlled. I guess I can try it, and then go with actual people if that doesn't turn out well. But this is quicker, so hopefully it'll work. This will be interesting. I have not actually done it before. Well, I have done Sastasha, obviously, just not duty support. Welcome, everyone, to the first dungeon. And of course they start coming after us. And at least our tank friend is seeming to do his job. Good. And we're still alive so far, so I guess the healer isn't slacking. Whoops. We're bats. Find a blood-stained scrap of parchment with a message scrawled upon it in faded ink. The captain likes his cabbage green. Now, if I remember correctly, these notes are supposed to tell you an important bit of info in terms of moving on in this dungeon. After. I mean, sorry, but as the first dungeon ever in the game, this probably is not overly exciting, even if it's necessary. Into the sea rot. Yeah, this dungeon is kind of mostly a bunch of little dudes to take out. You remember the bosses kind of being repetitive too. But of course they're going to start you off easy. Nope. And that's a good thing because, yeah, some of the most recent dungeons are pretty extreme in terms of difficulty with mechanics and stuff. Not something I would want to deal with at this level. Eventually, we'll get through these guys and we will move on to the bosses. Yes, of course. Give that clam what for. I swear eventually we'll get through here, and even though there are an awful lot of little guys in this one. I'm just happy that the AI party mates are doing their thing, doing their job. Guys, you have to get rid of this thing over here first. And this thing. There you go. Okay, finally we're almost there. I forgot how many packs of little guys there were before at least reaching, I think, the first part where there's a boss. Okay, have we finally done all we need to do? Not yet. Okay. Now we're to where that letter we found is important. It mentioned green. The captain likes his cabbage green, which means we choose the green coral formation. You find a switch. Press it. Yep. Here's a move in the distance. Oh look, it's an inconspicuous switch. And here's our first boss. Don't want to stand in that danger puddle because that would paralyze me. I must admit, it's nice, but kind of weird to be a DPS. I've gotten so used to being a healer. But luckily, as a DPS, I get to just stand and cast things and not worry about keeping people alive. And door opens, yay! And by the way, I'm only ignoring the treasure coffer because I don't need the gear that's that low level, since I'm well above that at this point. Otherwise, I'd be right there opening the treasure chest. Oh boy, more little things to vanquish before we progress. And our next boss battle. It's Captain Madison. Usually better to go for the ads first, you know, but I was kind of trying to target the captain anyway. Recharge my meter, which means using Blizzard. And the captain runs away. sadly, we'll have to get through all of these. It seems to be the pirate's base before we can move on. So we have to get a special key. Yep, they dropped a key. We've gotta finish, though. Yep, open the door. Now, another fight. Admittedly not a very hard one. Now we have a Wave Rider gate key. And oh boy, more little dudes to fight first. No, game, thank you. I didn't want to fight with the gate. I have a key for that. I want to fight with these people. A key won't work on them. I suppose I could try, though. How would they be impressed? And oh look, it's Captain Madison again, after they ran away the first time. And that's what I mean about repetitive boss in this dungeon. You fight them, they run away, you fight them again. Helps if I target things, huh? I'll actually cast stuff. Come on, Captain Madison. Uh-oh, not the scurvy dogs. Are you running away again? Jeez. You know, and it's lame that you're trying to make dogs fight for you. again you run away. Yeah, definitely. This whole dungeon is chase after a coward. Might as well call it chase after a coward the dungeon. Yeah, I wouldn't think they'd have good cardio either. Just sitting on a ship. I do understand that by the time we reach the end of this dungeon, we finally, I think, defeat them, or else, no, I think maybe we get handed off to someone else. It's been a while since I've done this. It's way back there. So many little dudes have to get through to finish this thing. That captain really doesn't want us to deal with them, huh? There's so much in our way. Running off every chance they get. God, more of them. There's the purple line that means after we defeat these guys, we can finally finish this dungeon. Okay. Finally, we're here. You sully our spawning grounds? Man, that went by too fast for me to read it all. Shorewalker. Or the world shall sup upon your souls. No. I'd say not. You can't really run from that, can you? That's right, we deal with this guy instead of the captain again. Because he dealt with the captain himself. Can't say as I feel sorry for the captain. Since, aside from being cowardly, he, tried to make dogs fight for him, and that's just wrong, so... There used to be mechanics mechanics you had to worry about with this one, but don't need to worry about it much anymore, I don't think. Just keep going at him. I mean, he calls friends to him, of course, but kind of not overly important. Because he's almost done. Yep. And down he goes. Well, he totally disappeared. Cool. Oh, well that just said on the screen, mentioning Wondrous Tales, that's a thing you get later on. It's a journal where you have all these different things you're supposed to do in order to possibly earn XP and other things, depending on how many seals you get in a line. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. That's in the future from here. I'm just glad that counted. I don't need the treasure yet again. And we're done with our first dungeon. Go see Bateron. Hey, we did the thing. We checked out Sastasha for you. Met a very cowardly captain, who's, gone now. No, we didn't do it. He did it to himself. Yep, just 2 more, because in this part, they have 3 dungeons back to back. This is the Limsa dungeon, and there's one in Gridania and one in Ul'dah, from what I remember. Whoop. I'm supposed to go in there. Derp, I'm supposed to go upstairs first. Bateron. We're back. Aye, the shaft was on the books. Was mine. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job investigating Sastasha? It'd seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to Arbor. None the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You're right, of course. There shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor. For the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, milady. Back then, Arya. Thaw your limbs and tail the tell, I'll wager. Fishbacks. There I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or 3. 7 hells. Turn your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards have set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fawn of Stasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for your shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I couldn't ask for no more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. Just so happens I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, you see. Seems the forest folk are in need of a venture what can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through Sunny Glade, but after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for you. Yeah, I'm ready right now, as it so happens. So let's go. Okay, gotta wait for things to change and load. Call of the Forest. Baderon is info on a new task. Ready to hear about the job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. Whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it'd pose any trouble for adventurers as survived the Bedlam in Stasha. You think you might be interested? You want to have words with Mother Mion, me counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, lass. Yeah, it was a big deal, wasn't it? And, yeah, oh so hard to go after a cowardly guy who got eaten by a fish person. Yeah, and trust me too. What am I doing? I have to go to a totally different city. To Gridania! So, what do you want? Another dungeon, I presume. Here we go. Have another chat and head into another dungeon. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come to take your... Oh? Not here to dine? Dare I hope that you're the adventurer Baderon sent word about? You are? Matron be praised! Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mion. The Carline Canopy is my place. With regard to the task in question, there's a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details and I shall brief you. Fire in the gloom. Mion is waiting to brief you on your task. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting me, Own. But our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward? Good morrow to you too, Bowlord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name is Lewin, and I lead the men and women of the God's Quiver. Now time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalaman, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the Calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the Calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. The birdmen have grown restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing in anticipation of this. I have been compelled to spread our forces throughout the Twelves Wood, lest we be taken unawares. The situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the Lambs of Dalaman. Can you rely on you to undertake this task, friend? Sure. You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. And now, dungeon number 2. For those who start in Ul'dah, the Tamtara Deepcroft. What is going on? It seems like things are like lagging or stuck. Oh, there we go. What is it doing? Game. Come on. Cooperate. Work with me here. Okay. Good. I'm back. Yeah, there we go. That's the part I want to go to. Here we go. And we're getting stuck again. I think that's just the game though. Just wait a minute and it'll come back. It'll come back. It's kind of just the game server though. It can be like that sometimes. Surprised it hasn't happened more. And here we go again. Server. Be nice. here it is. The Deep Croft. You're Kissa Kanivelho, I take it? Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bow Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deep Croft and purge it of the Lambs of Dalaman. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity put an end to the 6th Astral Era. The cultists took the lesser moon Dalaman for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalaman exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalaman are convinced that heretics, that is to say, everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deep Croft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Okay. Sounds like a good thing to do. This worked the last time. Why not? Tara Deepcroft. This one at least doesn't have a coward that you fight a gajillion times. Oh yeah, we go in here. Here we go. And the audio seems to be lagging. It sounds like I'm still in a battle even when I'm not. I'm not in one when I am. are you interfering with my sound again? If so, please stop it. Yeah, I'd say they are interfering with my sound again. Frustrating. Shame on them. Interact with the orb. And we're moving on. Beat this guy and these bugs. That hit kind of hard, but luckily this healer's on point. No, guys. I'm just seeing what was going on over here. I don't think we need to do this. I guess we're doing it. I guess this is me now. Silly AI party members just jumping right in there as soon as I peek in the door. This is just an extra room with some treasure that I don't really need. But that's fine. Let's go. Chef on our quest to destroy more cultist orbs. Orb number 2. Target things. It's ever so much easier to actually finish stuff. Targeting can be kind of finicky in this game. Many times over, I've been targeting the treasure chest over and over again and not realize why I was attacking the enemy. And I realized, what? The treasure chest? I was targeting the treasure chest? Why? How? It's not like it was gonna attack. I mean, some of them can become mimics, but most of them don't. And now we deactivate another orb. Oh boy, the spider weapons. The spider enemies. My favorite, not. Glad it's not me in there. Glad it's just this character in my likeness. Okay, flies. Not as bad. Much better. I mean, the spidery things weren't hard to get rid of, but still, spiders. You know, on occasion, we have met some nice ones. Not very many, though. More cultists. Yes, you have definitely been destroying your orbs. Because you're trying to do a very bad thing. And we do not condone it. And by the way, no, we had nothing to do with your precious god blowing into bits. That just happened. And by the way, it wasn't a god anyway. It was just this thing the Garleans made that fell apart. Nope, nope, guys, no. Come this way. Help me deal with these spider things. here we go. Oh boy, boss. Maybe. No. Well, almost. We're close. We're closing in on a boss. We'll get there eventually. Sadly, yet again, this is kind of one of those early beginner dungeons where they're trying to ease you into things, so there's not really that much going on. It's a bunch of dudes to fight, and then not much in the way of mechanics. Guys, come here. That's the way. Let's use this rosary back here in order to get through that barrier. I'll have to be here forever, and I don't like the idea of that with all these wacky cultists in here. Out of here sometime today. Now we can get this rosary. Now we're out of here. Open the barrier with the rosary. Yep. God will be unforgiving. Of course these guys have to summon another something, don't they? Stop us from ruining their plans. And he's down. Orb. Further proof that Square Enix is obsessed with orbs. Here, there, and everywhere. Orbs in Final Fantasy. Orbs in Kingdom Hearts. Who summons me from the void reside within this crude vessel? Not us. Don't look at us. We're here to stop you. We didn't make you appear. And I don't remember this guy's mechanics being overly scary or interesting. It's more a matter of when he does this, he can't be targeted until you get rid of the imp. And then you can target him again. And actually do something to him. I think that's all. Yep. Get the imp again. Don't want to be in the middle of that because you get paralyzed if you're standing in that. There we go. And get rid of the ads again. Focus on him, it shouldn't take too long to wear him down. Yeah, Mind Blast. Not much longer now. And he is done. Disappears in a puff of smoke. And somehow... Oh, for a minute there I thought we were kind of being solemn about this one, but no, we're happy. Just a bit of a delayed reaction. Dungeon number 2 has been completed. Just one more to go. That one's in Ul'dah. But first we have to go see Mion. Okay. Go back over here. Yes, new Copper Bell Mine. It is way better than it used to be. It used to be something worthy of the title Waiting, the Dungeon. Because that's mostly what you did. You just sat and waited for the next thing to happen. Kind of annoying and boring. But since I did it for the first time, they've vastly improved it. Oh crap, I went the wrong direction. I was trying to avoid teleporting if I could, but guess now I'm in the east. It's cheap. Soon be able to do the last of the 3 beginner dungeons. Meow. Welcome back, Kissa. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the deep crop was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Badron's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you were to be commended. Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. I remember this. Avir's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah, to the hells with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving. It'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Avir's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sakes, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? But wait, don't leave me alone, please? I'm so sorry, Avir. Please forgive me. Scenes like this have become all too common. It makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience, and send women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I will be glad to share the details with you. Absolutely. And yes, that girl back there, Etta, you will see her later. You continue with that quest line that has to do with the thaumaturge Deepcroft. Kind of ends up being an interesting and sad story. Mion, hello? Call of the Desert. So you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Kissa, and good luck. I already know Momodi, it's fine. She trusts me, and I like her. I know I can survive anything she sends me out to do. Off to see Momodi. No, I didn't mean to click on an adventure. They're not meteorite. Don't even look like one. At least from my end, it seems like those pesky Garleans are still messing with the audio, because to me it kind of sounds a little delayed. But at least it's still there, it's still audible. Any day now, Momodi. Load on in. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Oh, it's you, Kissa. There I was, spouting the same tired line. Mion sent word that he'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. You didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? Definitely. Momodi is waiting to brief you on your task. Oh, Papa Sean again. Petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty! Another second under that sun and I would have been set afire. Tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Okay, good to hear regarding the audio. Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. Oh, I visit my good friend Kissa. It does my spirit well to know that you are the one who will be helping us. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Kissa of her mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. Relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hekaton-Kyries. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hekaton-Kyries to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hekaton-Kyries, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the Great Giant Revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines are being reopened so as to meet the rise in demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, I think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Yeah, no, I'd say Ul'dah has a pretty crummy history and present. Tons of corruption, enslaving local giants for a gajillion years. Yeah. I hope it'll get better in the future, but I just don't know. Indeed. And that makes them a danger to us all. There'll be no mining at Copperbell, so long as they remain. For sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great. So I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Oh sure, send me out to clean up your mess. Gods bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell Mines are in Western Thanalin. Do take care, you hear? Ah, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Almagina & Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa. He knows Copperbell Mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Geez, you're a mess, Ul'dah. No, and he's right here. Hi. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down Copperbell, are ya? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you've got skills to go with them, because things ain't pretty down there. Hecaton Kyries have left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the Second Ul'dah dynasty was still young. It was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, Concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. But, like, seriously. Why do I have to clean up your messes? Oh, because I'm the warrior of light, that's right. And some big crystal told me I'm important and I need to do things like this. I think that's what I got out of it. Yeah, I swear every time I leave the quicksand, I leave a different way. To Western Thanalin. Off we go. On a winged horse we ride. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurers volunteered to quell the Hecaton Kyries? I didn't think that Papashun would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Here we go. On to the new edition of Waiting the Dungeon. There's actually stuff to do in here now. Come on, everybody. There are blasting doors here, which we have to blow open. But only after we get rid of these goblins. And it dropped a tiny key, which I will now pick up. Oh wait, I remembered having to like blow these open, but I guess we nicely open them with a key now. Okay, everybody, get on. Hello? Guys? Now, why are you waiting back here? Come on. Guys? Hello? I'm over here. Oh, come on. Seriously? This way. Come on. Come on. I thought we were supposed to go... Is there something I'm missing in here, guys? Because you're not coming with me. And I think you're supposed to. Don't make me leave you behind. Will you just magically come with me if I go without you? Or will I just be screwed? Yeah, just go with it. Yeah. I don't know if okay, go good. They're here. You know, they didn't get in there with me, technically. At least it didn't look like it. That was weird. Yeah, because I guess it's lucky the NPCs will just appear with you when you get down here if they don't enter the cliff with you. But if actual other player characters do the same and don't get on there with you when you go down, they'll still be stuck at the top. You have to go back for them. Which is why I was afraid to go down alone. first to the Hecaton Kyries. Sorry I have to do this to you. It's not my fault you were trapped down here. I understand you being angry. Not the mess. I didn't start this mess. Someone's making me finish the job. We'll eventually reach a boss. There's a lot of these little guys in here. Still glad that my NPC party decided to not continue to wait for that bus they seemed to be waiting for at the beginning, before I just went without them. I'd still not rather be here alone. Fire sand. Powder chamber. 12 ounces of fire sand. So now we have to collect fire sand in order to use it on that and progress. A lot of it too, it seems. I don't think I've done the new improved one enough times to, like, seriously remember where the stuff is that we need to get. Because I'm playing with NPCs, they have no idea what to do. And they're following me. Come on, game. It's back at the beginning. Just need another thing of fire sand somewhere. I wish I could remember where it was. Well, gotta find it eventually, huh? And over here. Not over here. Not in this room. Oh, derp. It was here the whole time. I feel silly now. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I just couldn't remember where it was. Now, fill the powder chamber. Fire stand is set. Blast away! Dose. So many rocks. Okay, dude, I keep trying to run out of your circles, but it's kind of hard to keep making more. The thaumaturges / black mages are slow. Take a long time to cast their magic. So tons of danger cuddles are not fun. Kind of part of why I was not really focusing on black mage after I got other classes going, such as red mage, which is a bit faster, but kind of has some of the same issues. And healing classes seem better too. Whoops, I'm running the wrong way. Or at least not as slow as Black Mage anyway, with those other magic classes. Most of them. You know, the healer classes are pretty hard because there's a lot you have to deal with at once. We did it! Now I pick up this key and open this door. Proof that we don't need to explode everything. Okay, now I know from experience that they will not go with me. Just keep standing there waiting for that bus or airship or whatever suits their fancy. Too late, guys. I'm going. I'm moving on. See you later. Another powder chamber. This time we have to visit these side rooms. Fire sand. Beam is trying to be nice and put it right there so you won't have trouble finding it again. Just right here again. I don't think the dungeon is patient with me traversing the entire length of it either, just for the pinches of fire sand. Yeah, to the chamber. And bombs away! Oh boy, more fire sand. I see it this time though. Ooh, the slime. Is there anything else we need to do in here? I don't think so. Don't syrup me. I'm not a waffle. Ugh. It's kind of icky looking syrup too. Don't serve me. Focus on the tank. That's your job. Nope. I'm not a pancake. I'm not a waffle. No serve for me. Yeah, no kidding. Looks pretty gross. I would not want that either. Yeah, worst thing to put on pancakes, I'd say. Slime's not good on anything, I presume. Sir? Your IHOP failed its inspection? You know, you don't serve slime with pancakes or waffles or anything else for that matter. It was an honor to defeat and shut you down. Not much longer. Not much longer, and we can finally get through the last of the 3 introductory dungeons. Away from this part on out, but they get a bit more interesting at least. I can't do anything unless I have the remit of MP. Yeah, another one of the big guys. Got Rob's prison down here. I mean, I know they'd hurt us otherwise, but it kind of doesn't feel good to have to deal with them like this. Like they were fairly enslaved down here. You know, game makes you do it. here we are. At the Cold Throne, the realm of Gygus the Great. Slaves no more! Free! Free! Masters must pay! Masters must die! Never again! Never! You know, trust me, I never would have wanted this to happen to you guys. Free to run the Waffle House as they like. They don't care if their head chef up there, got his license revoked. They're gonna feed customers horrendous slime on every breakfast food item as much as they please. There's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, this is the first guy that, this first boss that kind of has something going on in terms of mechanics. Which is nice after the others where it doesn't really matter where you go, for the most part. Now you stay out of this one. Run to him as fast as my little slow black mage legs will carry me. Yep, get out of that. Glad these AIs know where and where not to stand. I was afraid they wouldn't. And he's been laid to rest. Off to run IHOP in the sky. There you have it! The third and final of the introductory dungeons. I'm kind of surprised that we're happy after that one, given that it was wrong, I think, for the Hecaton Kyries to be enslaved down there for so long. But oh well. I guess we're happy that we shut down the crummy Pancake House. Yeah, duty complete, union busted. No more slime cakes or waffles for you. Eorzea rejoices. just a little bit. He's going to materialize right there. Hello? Oh. I forgot there was an instance here. Sir, we just shut down what was possibly the worst IHOP or maybe Denny's known to man in Eorzea. Wasn't that enough? I guess not. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mine operations can resume, and Ul'dah will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Sean the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. He'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. No, I don't... Why should I have to get in a fist fight in the Denny's parking lot? Who said that was mandatory? No. No, chat, no. Uh-oh. No on screen as well. No! I agree, this is just wrong. I shouldn't have to break up a fist fight. This doesn't look like Denny's anyway. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Paid for it with my own coin. What rot? You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the Brass Blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. You agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require. The authorities needn't hear of your crime. No. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. But please, adventurer, help me. I beg of you. I swear on my mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. These guys. I remember this now. Who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? Yeah, enough of this mummer's farce. You what? Teach him a lesson. I'll teach you a lesson. And stop being a jerk. Okay, well this isn't going to be a fist fight, and it's not Denny's, but it'll have to be a magic fight instead. They'll have to settle for that. Nice. Not bad for an adventurer. I should have stopped the 7th ale. Probably. I doubt that helps you right now. I don't mind. Makes it easier for me to give you what for. Stop putting confidence into me, hand, will ya? Yeah, even 3 on 1. You're no match. I would pay people to clear inventory space it takes up. Yeah. easy to get your inventory clogged with things you don't really need. Like these jerks. Ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey! Hey! Where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. Up, here we go again. I swear there are more refugees than when I last looked. You wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. Residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps their situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural the refugees would try their luck here first. Oh, if only they knew how hard it is to actually get their hands on that coin here. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Oh, come on. You're just looking for a better life, dude. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlian Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. Yeah, this guy knows what's up in Ul'dah, doesn't he? What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Yeah. Correct. You said it. Dodo tenderloins. Get your dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanlin. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think the Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity, and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Yeah, and there's that lady. She did pay the guy fair and square. I figured. Madam, are you alright? Yeah, why? This happens to me all the time. It's okay, it's fine. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? No. What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. But I did, though. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? Lots of people, I see. Grr. I'll overlook this, but just this once. God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done? No, it don't bear thinking about. I'm seeing suspicion. I have ideas about what he would have done to you, and I'm glad I was able to step in, so that didn't have to happen. All's well that ends well. Oh, it's you. Hi, Thancred. Meet again. Pray do not mistake my intent. It is always honorable. But I have been watching you ever since you departed Ul'dah. Is it always honorable, though? Are we sure? Can we be sure about this? You play the part of envoy to perfection. Confident as a woman on a diplomatic mission should be, yet unfailingly courteous to your betters. When your travels led you into the midst of danger, you faced it without so much as a flinch. You, my lady, are quite a marvel, and I confess to being quite taken with— Oh, no. I'm not a notch on your belt, sir. You have enough of those already, don't you? I've seen you in my visions. Ah, but my lavish praise continues. Most of all, I was struck by your readiness to aid those in need, and when words were all the reward you could expect to receive. Such selflessness is a rare thing in this day and age. All of which leads me to conclude that you are indeed the one whom I have been looking for. An adventurer possessed of a very rare set of qualities. To be sure, your rescue of that damsel in distress was more of a happy accident. But rescue her you did, and that's what matters in the end. I feel I should mention at this point that I also harbor a burning interest in a certain talent of yours. I speak of your visions. You have been experiencing visions, have you not? Including one that I saw of you. Womanizing. Loitering. Well, it just so happens that I know a woman who shares your talent and can help you to understand it. She and I belong to the same organization. We should both be delighted beyond words if you would agree to join our cause. Naturally, there are benefits to being part of such a collective. For one, we should be glad to assist you, realizing your potential as an adventurer. Do not give me your answer now. Think upon it, and if you feel moved to help us, as I pray you shall, speak with Momodi, the ever lovely and youthful mistress of the quicksand. As long as you don't proposition me again. Tell her the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have found their woman, and she will tell you where to find us. I believe I will finish this up. This feels like a good place to stop after I do so. You know, we've done a lot today. And not just snack deliveries either. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, they do. Anchor and Momodi are both big fans of gossip. Thancred sure gets around. Seems like that becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you raise your knee, eh? Of course I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Oh, I'm sure you do, Momodi. Ah, Kissa, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off the carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. Never doubted for a moment that you'd succeed, of course, and neither did Papa Sean, which ain't to say he won't be overjoyed. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Oh, hi, Edda. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been wanting to speak with you for a while now. My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Avir, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement, and sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. The way that he would have succeeded, had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I've thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. When I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I'm inspired, just as Avir once was. So I decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. Kissa Kanivelho. I shan't forget. Thank you, Kissa Kanivelho. I pray we will meet again. Fare you well. Yeah, I know we're gonna meet again, and I know under what circumstances, and they're not, overly happy ones, sadly. But that's for another time. Adventuring can be a cruel bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post. I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Kissa. Eh? What'd you say? Want to know about Scions of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Kissa, the Scions aren't no ordinary folk. The work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. I do want to get involved with them. You know, that's going to happen another time. Yep. Next time we see Edda, we'll be in the Tamtara Deepcroft Hard, in a little place called Palace of the Dead, which is a deep dungeon. But not today. Yeah. We've done a lot. We, cleared up 3 dungeons worth of problems that these cities should have dealt with long time ago. Wasn't our fault to start with, but such is life. And next up we'll be meeting the Scions the next time we come to Eorzea, so that'll be fun to look forward to. And this week, only thing I've got left is more Pokemon Sword on Friday at 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST, where we go to a cave and meet up with the fire gym leader, because he's training there. And he's unavailable at his gym for the challenge until we go over there and bug him. Good times! Thank you for coming to Eorzea with me again. Sorry about the Garleans messing with my audio a few times, but what can you do? Hope you had fun, whether you're watching now or the VOD later. And see you on Friday for Pokemon, I hope. Goodbye!